the internet for Chinese tea education and for looking at lots of little whiskey cups on rooftops in China full of green tea. Hope everyone's doing well. That's Huang Huang over there, and that's Huza right there. She's a thirsty girl today. And there is Huza, just deep in meditation. But this is not an animal channel. This is a green tea channel right now. This is Mengding Ganlu ABC and Mengding Maofeng AB. So that's the rank and price, different grades. They look pretty similar. Oops, it's a little bit blurry, sorry. They look pretty similar. These two actually look a little frostier, but I think that's just an optical illusion. Or not really an optical illusion, but I think that's just a result of being slightly larger buds. And so the smaller one can't really see as much. And then Maofeng. Just a slight tweak on the product makes the Maofeng rolled a little bit more haphazardly. And it's supposed to have a slightly lighter flavor. Anyways, let's get into it over here. Over here, I've got some Lapsing Souchong. What do we call that one in English? Oh yeah, Lapsing Souchong. I was thinking that was the Chinese. Chinese is Jingsheng Shaozhong. But anyways, the brisket of teas. And I've already done a couple infusions with it. But I'm going to hold off right now. I don't want to spoil my palate for... Wow. And, yeah, I'm not using 8 grams here. This is only about 6 grams. Usually I like a little more. Got this really cool cup today. Another one of those Jinzan cups. Straight from the dragon kiln. And this is another one of those extremely rare, kind of lucky, kind of 1 in a million prints. But, anyways. So I'm just going to hold off on this for now. And I'm going to get over here into the green tea. That's what's really exciting me today. So I'm just going to go wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, all the way down. And not doing any rinsing. Yeah, something like that. Okay. And so, yeah, these are 3 Ganlus and 2 Maofengs. They're extremely similar, you know. We're just really splitting hairs here. Slightly different curling, slightly different picking. And these 3 Ganlus, very similar. Just look at that beautiful furry bud right there. I mean, these are all great. Look at all those trichomes. A flurry. A flurry of trichomes. Look how furry that bud is. So, Ganlu means sweet dew. And so that's C. This is B. And this is A. So, yeah. Maofeng A. Maofeng B. Hey, Flora Marquez. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by on my cute little rooftop here in China. Whoops. Tripping on dog dishes. Cat dishes. Look, there's Huza. The nicest black cat you'll ever see. Huza. Huza. Oh. And over here is Huang Huang. She thinks she's a cow sometimes. She just loves eating grass. But yeah, the garden's looking amazing. Just incredible. Look at these grapes. Off the chain with these grapes. Jacob Hamilton, thank you for stopping by, man. Just check out these jasmine flowers. Let's get back to the tea. We've got 5 green teas going over here. 2025. I went to Mengding back in March and was informed. I'm sorry, February. And March. Sorry, early March. And was informed that they were going to start picking about 2 weeks later. Okay. But, yeah, Mengding Ganlu from Sichuan province. And these two are Mengding Maofeng. But you can already see they're opening up just a little bit different. Maofeng's a little bit more leaves. A little bit more floral, fruity. A little bit more rich bitterness from the Ganlu here. But super furry little buds. I mean, just look at that thing. Look at that thing. Anyways, these are all excellent teas, and I'm really happy to try them. So I'm going to just start with this one, just kind of sample it. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. And that's nice. Well, there it is, guys. That's the tasting for today. 5 teas, all very nice, as you heard during each cup. But, hey, T-shirt, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, they're growing. Well, there are no tea plants up here. All my tea plants were killed savagely in a freak drought and heat incident last year. So, yeah, no tea plants up here right now. But lots of tea and lots of plants. So that's cool. Just visually inspecting these now. A little bit of broken leaves in this one. This is the Maofeng to get. But also you can see its leaves. You know, it's not all little buds. These are nice little buds. Some imperfections there. Nice little buds. Some less imperfections. And nice little buds. So yeah, I'm trying to pick a Ganlu. But I'm going to come over here to this Lapsing Souchong just to break up the palate a little bit. Hope everyone's doing well out there. Yeah, trying to make those hard choices, those hard decisions on the green teas. And so that's what I'm doing. You know, yesterday I tried 5 different Maojians. Now today it's 5 different teas from Mengding. And yeah, I don't think either of those Maofengs are going to be hitting the website. But one of those, check out this cactus. Look at that. Just throwing this like beautiful, perfect flower. Isn't that incredible? Nature. Have you ever seen a cactus like this? Look how small it is. Look at my finger. Then this incredible nature, man. Every time I'm up here on the roof drinking tea, I'm just like having this experience. Look at this thing. Oops. Nature. Incredible. Check out the sugar cane. Hope you have a sweet tooth. Look at all this sugar cane. Massive. Anyways, and the bees are swarming the lemon tree here. Look at all those little flowers. Incredible. Just starting to open up. Incredible. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. I'm just today is day 1 of a fast. At the beginning of every month now, I've been fasting. So that's the new thing. Really just trying to cut down weight, trying to get down to 80 kg. Thank you, Big Jilm. I'm in China. Here's my rooftop here in southern China. Came to China before it was cool. Back in 2014. And this is my rooftop here in China. And yeah, just drinking tea. What got me into tea? Well, it's first what got me into China, and that was I needed money when I was younger. So I came to college, got a work visa, and was able to teach English here for a long time. Then I started my own English school, and then that failed. And then I started selling stuff on the internet, and then that failed. And then I just decided to go all in on tea. I quit drinking 2019. China, that's right. And yeah, I got sober in November of 19 and decided I'm going all in on tea. And yeah, the last year I started posting videos about tea online in April 3rd of last year, 24. And so this past year, just had the 1 year anniversary since posting. Last year's just been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thanks, Big Jim. Thank you. Yeah, it's been good. So lucky, so lucky to be alive, and so lucky to be doing the tea. Yeah, totally, man. Totally. So now I'm all about the tea, and I spend my days drinking tea, traveling around China, different tea regions. And I've got I just came back from 3 weeks traveling around China with my pretty little wife, and found some amazing stuff. Like these Jinzan teacups, straight from dragon kilns. Look at the way the tea in there changes the color. Makes it gold. So cool. Yeah, really fallen in love with these Jinzan teacups. Everyone's totally unique. From massive dragon kilns. Song Dynasty style. Yeah, life is awesome. Yeah. Epic blue in this thing. So cool. Yeah, I'm from San Diego. Born and raised. But I moved around a little bit in my later teens and early 20s. But yeah, originally from Southern California. And so glad to not be there anymore. Man, let me tell you. That place is pricey. That place is pricey. Anyways, I'm all in on the tea now. So I got a little tea website. MyTeaConnection.com. The world's finest tea for you. But yeah, I've got some long videos coming to YouTube with the dragon kilns. Very well. Yeah, I've been treated very well here in China. The only problems I ever had is when I used to get blackout drunk. And ever since I quit drinking, no more problems. Everyone's been really nice. Yeah, you're treated well in China as a foreigner. Yeah. Yeah, see, Colorado used to be like the cheap place. Where you could like get away from it all. And then all those damn Californians moved there and just ruined it. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna get back into this tea. I like a little bit of water with my green tea. So just a little bit of water in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. So yeah, these are all they're getting a little bit better. This is like stress testing. When you have like that kind of leaf to water ratio, nobody drinks tea like this. This is like extreme I don't know why it doesn't like stay focused. Yeah, it's like extreme stress testing. So I wouldn't advise anybody drink their green tea like this. Arizona green tea, that toxic stuff. This stuff's poison, man. Man, I don't drink anything except for tea and water. Occasionally, if I'm like, once every 6 months, I'll have like a cold or like a really cold Coca-Cola, just to kind of you know, reminisce about a simpler time. But yeah, Arizona iced tea, man, I remember those. Are they still 99 cents? That was like the go-to cheap chaser when you just picked up a $10 handle of Popov vodka and just wanted to get smashed. You would just buy like the $10 handle of vodka and like a 99-cent Arizona iced tea and just get totally drunk and forget your problems instead of dealing with them. And I did that for most of my 20s. Huh. Cool. Awesome, dude. Yeah, yeah, really reminiscing. The old $10 handle of vodka from Rite Aid. To be young. That was back when I was living in a van. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well out there. But yeah, these teas are all fantastic. Not a ton of difference. These two do taste actually a little bit more bitter. And I guess it's just those more leaf content, less buds. I mean, usually you can get some nice bitterness out of the buds, but I don't know, I'm going to add a little bit more water. See what that does. But yeah, I mean, they're still not tasting terrible. And for that kind of, leaf to water ratio. Mm-hmm. This one's tasting quite nice. This one's actually less expensive than this one. This is from one producer, and this is grade A, B, C. But they're B. I don't know, something about it. It does look like maybe there's some larger leaves in there. I just don't know. Look at all those trichomes. Are those parasites in your tea? It's trichomes. We need more water. I chose China over other countries. No, I didn't go for the tea. I did not even know about Gong Fu tea until I came to China. So even though I grew up in Babylon, aka Southern California, my first girlfriend was Chinese, had a lot of loved Asian stuff. I was all into like Japanese motorcycles and cars. And yeah, so I didn't even know about Chinese tea until I came here. And so I discovered it. I was like, wow, it's amazing. And I'm always impressed with people that know a bunch about Chinese tea and never came to China. I'm like, well, how did you know? Like, how did you find out? Man, when I first got into Chinese tea, there was only one guy really making videos about it, and that was Don from Mayleaf. He's been pumping out videos about Chinese tea for 13 years or something. So, yeah. And, so yeah, I'm always impressed when people, yeah, Babylon, yeah, Southern California, Babylon. Yeah. Water, we need more reinforcements. So, why do you say you need more water? I don't know what you're talking about. You mean I need more water? Because my ratio is super tea heavy? But, yeah, so I just discovered it when I got out here and just fell in love with it. And then I was drinking a lot of alcohol and tea for a long time. And then I just got off the booze and went all in on tea. That's where I first heard about it, too. Mayleaf. Yeah, Don May. Good old Don. I call him the God... like Don Corleone, from The Godfather? He's like Don the Godfather of online tea education. That's what I always call him. Every now and then I'll sneak a comment onto his channel calling him Don the Godfather of online tea education. Cool. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Don. You know, he was like one of the first really helping people learn out there. He's a great educator. Really respect the guy. I just hope I don't put him out of business, you know? Anyways, I hope he's doing well. Sure he is. He's been doing well for some time. Time to move over, Don. Make room for other people. Kratom! Man, I remember Kratom. Yeah, we used to make our own Kratom pills and just slam like 30 of them. I never really got much effect from Kratom. So I'm just sampling each of these one after another. I'm really liking this second one. This is the B grade from that producer. Whoops. I wonder why I like this one more. It's just a little bit less bitter. That could just mean a little bit less potent pickings. Maybe slightly larger buds. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this was like 15 years ago. That's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I quit drinking back in 2019 in Thailand, of all places. Isn't that funny to quit drinking in Thailand? But yeah, my last drink was a margarita. I'll never forget a margarita at Salsa Kitchen in Chiang Mai, Thailand. It's the best Mexican food restaurant in town. It's been the best Mexican food restaurant in town for like 10 years. At least. It's just since I've been going there. Salsa Kitchen in Chiang Mai. Never forget that place. My last margarita, I remember my hand was like shaking. I was like, oh, I gotta stop doing this to myself. Because I'd been like on a bender for like 3 days before that. You know, just making poor choices. And boy, so glad I quit, man. I would probably be dead. You know, I have all sorts of like injuries, and you know, I've been arrested like multiple times in 3 different countries, just getting blackout drunk. And yeah, like once I have passed some like threshold, I just like don't remember anything, and just really, yeah. I'm so glad, dude. I'd be dead or in prison. Yeah, really glad. No, I'm not fluent. Not fluent. You know, I've never really studied it. But you know, 我可以说一点点，但是不是很好。我有5个绿茶，看一下。You know, I can like get by, but I'm not gonna like, you know, discuss the existential threats of AI with you. But I can be like, this tea's pretty good, you know? Yeah, I've smoked a lot of weed too. You know, Thailand, weed is everywhere now. It's kind of new. You know, usually Asia has such a conservative culture around that kind of stuff. And I think before it was legal, it was like death penalty. Like they just flipped the switch. Yeah, I can totally get by here in China. Like I can get what I want. You know, I can self-advocate when a taxi driver is taking me the wrong way and didn't start the meter. Hey, you asshole, this is the wrong way. 干嘛？为什么？ No, you'll never be a citizen in any Asian country, really. Yeah, essentially a foreigner will... Almost every Asian country doesn't really have any citizenship by investment programs or any sort of things like that. The most you'll really get is like a residence permit or something. And I have a temporary residence permit here. And I don't even think they call it temporary anymore. They just call it a residence permit. Because I'm married to a Chinese citizen. So that's how I'm able to stay here without a work visa. or a student visa. I have a temporary residence permit from being married. My wife's Chinese. That's how you do it. Originally, I had a work visa. First, I came here on a tourist visa. Then I got a work visa. Then I went back to a tourist visa. But you can't stay here forever on a tourist visa anymore. You used to be able to and just go to Hong Kong every 60 days, do a visa run. But you can't do that anymore. So if you're going to stay here long term now, you need either a Z visa, work visa, or like a student visa. You can't work. And or marry someone and you still can't work. Like I can't like get a job here in China. But I can live here. Interesting, huh? So I have to be an entrepreneur. This is what I've done. I've painted myself into a corner where I have to make my business work. Anyways, can't live with them. Can't the Chinese ladies can't live with them. Can't live without them. Boy, you said it. T-shirt. Amen, brother. I'm actually really starting to like these, even though this absurd water ratio I got going here. Kind of nice. Ganlu green tea from Mongshan. That ain't bad. That one's really nice. I think it looks better too, the dry leaves. This is how I do my initial analysis of all the green teas. Then I'll go to the Gaiwan next. Remember, switching to your Gaiwan is always faster than reloading a teapot. Her English not so good. She can speak pretty good English. I've been teaching her English for 11 years now. So, she's getting the hang of it. She still doesn't really understand the numbers and it's so funny. Yeah, her English isn't that good, but it's better than my Chinese. So we default to English. How did I meet my wife? I begged my best childhood friend to come with me to China originally. Even paid for his visa. And he actually met her online on like OkCupid or something. And then first double date we had... She knew she liked me. Anyways, it's not that important, but he has a great wife now too. So, but yeah, I met her through my longtime childhood friend who came with me to China. He was just really like active and like putting feelers out there, like seeking it out. I was more like laid back, eat my noodles, eat my dumplings in the corner, wink every now and then. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a trip, man. It's been a total trip. And so now I got the tea company, myteaconnection.com. The world's finest tea for you. And I just spend my days traveling around China, sourcing tea, and trying to learn as much as I can. Because, man, let me tell you, the world of Chinese tea is so vast. And you'll never drink all the teas. You'll never drink all the teas. And when you do, that's life. You're just done. And you just die. And that's kind of your life. You just try to drink all the Chinese teas until you die. It's starting to rain up here a little bit now. Uh-oh. Thank you, Big Jim. That's really nice of you to say. I appreciate that. Anyways, look, there's some rain coming into my green tea here. Uh-oh. I'm going to move this over here. Anyways, I'm probably going to skedaddle over to a competing platform. I'm going to go over to that short form video platform that's from China. I get a lot more viewers on my live streams on there. Like 100 people will be watching. It's crazy. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. I'll leave you with this beautiful Jinzan cup. Remember, if you're going to buy a Jinzan cup, ask to see the dragon kiln it came out of. And ask who the master is, because there's only about 20 active dragon kilns. 30. There's about 30 active dragon kilns over there in Shuiji, and they all have an attending master. Hope you're doing well out there. Thanks for stopping by, T-Shirt and Big Jim. Nice to chat. Jacob Hamilton. Really nice to see you here. And Jillian Flahif also commented that Mayleaf helped her learn. And Flora Marquez stopped by. Really cool. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. And nice to meet you. And yeah, I'm doing this every day, but the time is not always consistent. And but I'm sure I'll catch you again. Yeah, nice to meet you, Big Jim. T-shirt, peace, bro. And I'll leave you with these beautiful, beautiful green tea leaves. Nice to meet you, Jillian. See you next time.